is 24-Hour News 8.
Starting off this noon, in just the past hour, we are learning a lot more about the man that was shot and killed by a Kalamazoo public safety officer. This is a story we've been following since yesterday. 24-Hour News 8's Mark Thompson has been in Kalamazoo all morning gathering the latest developments. Mark?
Well, Emily, Chief Hadley tells us that Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety officers have been called out to this house 18 times this year alone for various incidents. They believe that the man who was shot, they say that his name was 42-year-old Chad L. Harris, and they say that he lived here at this house with his mother. Police say that the 911 call came into dispatch around 3:50 yesterday afternoon, and according to police, in that call, Harris said that he had a hostage and was going to slit her throat. He also said that he would kill the first officer that arrived on scene. When officers responded here to the 1800 block of Green Lawn, they were able to make contact with Harris's mother outside the residence and then get her to safety. They then encountered Harris inside the home and say that he had a kitchen knife. Police say that officers tried to defuse the situation and ordered Harris to drop the knife, but he refused and made a move toward an officer. Hadley believes that other means of non-lethal force were used before officers fired shots. Harris was pronounced dead at Bronson Hospital. At this point, Chief Hadley says that the use of deadly force was justified.
Well, obviously, a knife, a kitchen knife, or any type of sharp instrument is a deadly weapon, and those weapons can pierce body armor. You can obviously get cut in many different areas that would force you to bleed out. It is a deadly weapon, and it falls within our use of force continuum.
Now, Chief Hadley says that Harris is the father of 17-year-old Lance Thomas Harris. He was found dead in the Kalamazoo River last year. Now, he did offer his condolences to the family, to the Harris family, because he says that now they're having to deal with the loss of 2 family members. The chief says that 5 officers total were involved in this incident, and they say that they're not releasing their names at this time, and they're not releasing which officers fired shots or how many shots were fired. Now, 2 of those officers are on excuse leave, but Chief Hadley says that they can come back to work whenever they choose. We'll continue to follow this story and provide updates at woodtv.com. We're live in Kalamazoo this afternoon. Mark Thompson, 24-Hour News 8.
6 members of a Grand Rapids family are safe at this hour after firefighters rescued them from their burning home. It happened about 5 o'clock this morning at the home in the 900 block of Ariana on the city's northwest side. And that's where 24-Hour News 8's Joe LaFergie joins us now live this noon with more on that. Joe?
Yeah, Brett, one can only imagine what it was like for 6 of those family members who were trapped on that second floor as that heat and smoke began to rise. A 7th family member was actually in the basement of the home. A neighbor helped break out a window and get that young man out of the home. I want to show you what this house is like. The fire department is telling us that most of the damage was in the basement on the first floor. They believe the fire actually started on the first floor, possibly in the kitchen area, and this kind of shows you the pattern that fire took. You can see it blew out this window and right up the side of the house, filling smoke and flames in that second floor where the 6 family members are. This house was built in 1926. It's what they call balloon construction. Essentially, there are no vertical fire stops within inside the wall, so once a fire gets in there, if it starts on the first floor, it's going to move up that second floor very quickly. And of course, as we said, those 6 family members were in that second floor. When they went downstairs, they had no way out. All their exits were blocked, so if you could see that screen door right there, they were able to get out onto this attached garage. And that's when the fire department showed up with a ladder, not a moment too soon.
As soon as we got there, the windows started shattering, exploding, and then there was a huge fire at the side of the house.
And again, everybody got out okay. They checked them for smoke inhalation, but nobody injured. That family is being helped by the Red Cross. They own the home. They lived here about 5 years. The young woman we just talked to tells me that she's not sure why the smoke detectors didn't go off. And that is one issue the fire department finds over and over again. The second time this week alone, no working smoke detectors inside the home. We're going to talk about that issue throughout the day online at woodtv.com and on air starting at 5. Right now we're live in Grand Rapids. Joe LaFergie, 24-Hour News 8.